name, image, likeness, okay? So congrats to the college athletes, and the high school athletes, and the middle school athletes, and goddamn it, those elementary kids are good. Congrats.
Hell yeah.
I seen 6-year-olds. You know, T.Y. Hilton's kid would have been getting a Nike sponsorship probably when he was 8 or 9 in flag football. But congrats to the amateurism rule no longer being a thing. Now, the schools, hey, shout out. Darrell Jallo. You know, interesting photo choice. You know, I don't fully know how to describe it. Me and Jallo were friends. We were tight. This moment, I don't think came, you know, as naturally as many people. It's a great celebration. We were happy, though.
Champions.
We were champions. But I'm pumped for the name, image, likeness rule to get in there because, guys, if they can make money, they can make money. Now, they should be able to make money off of their names. They were born with their names. Granted, the school does make them more popular with their football program and the team, or basketball or volleyball or soccer, whatever it is. And the TV rights help make them a star. But their name is their name. If they can get paid from that, they should be allowed to do so if it's coming from outside sources. And you don't have to deal with figuring out how the school pays who, right? Because that was always the thing. Well, how would they determine who gets paid? Who, the school's going to pay people? Well, who are they paying? Only the people. It's like, all right, well, fuck the school figuring it out. At least let capitalism figure it out with the person's name that they've been, you know, kind of born with. Yeah, definitely. Not all. I guess there is name changes. Okay, I've seen a couple of those. But they should be able to profit off their name. So this happening is a huge deal for all of us that were ever, you know, potentially collegiate athletes or got to ride the coattails of other people and saw their success immediately lead to everybody else getting millions and millions and millions of dollars, including the school. Pat White, Steve Slayton. Noel Devine, Adam in there, Owen Schmidt. There's an entire crew there at WVU. But our freshman year versus our senior year with everything. I'm not just the football locker rooms, the stadiums. I'm talking full campus. The entire campus was renovated, basically. Now, was that because of West Virginia donors? Maybe, probably. I'm not sure. But is the rise in attendance and the price that you can charge and the amount of commercial and everything that West Virginia was getting, in the partying, people heard about our partying on ESPN about whenever we win, oh, there's going to be couches that are burned, which, by the way, attracts a certain group of people. And by the way, those people want to go to college and do that type of stuff. West Virginia got uber popular. And now Major Harris is getting his number retired. Congrats to the Major. He was a stud. He's, you know, I think Pat has said that but I watched Pat White and Steve Slayton completely flip West Virginia. Just completely flip the whole place. Now, there was other players, great players, that were on our team. I was very lucky to be teammates with all of them. But Steve, he gets drafted. He does well, makes some money, fizzles out though, right? From injury. The guy got hurt, fizzles out. Pat White, decade ahead of his time probably. He gets hurt as well, has to go play. Made money. These guys made money, but the amount of money that these two guys missed out on while they were at college because the NCAA kept relying on this amateurism word that they made up, I have always found to be profoundly bullshit. Like me personally. Now, I might have a different view than everybody else, but I think Pat and Steve, if they wanted to go sell some cars for some people or do anything like that because of how big they were, and now granted, if WVU wanted to get a percentage of that, cool, or sign some autographs or do whatever. I always thought that was something that happened. But boy, this is going to get crazy out here.
Yeah.
Right? This is going to get insane now. And every, you know, action has an equal and opposite reaction. And I think the reaction to the NIL is there has been a lot of very excited people trying to do business in the NIL for these athletes that probably have no idea about how digital marketing business goes. Maybe you do. You weren't allowed to, I guess, to really be a part of the conversations, but I assume this is a whole new world, not only for a lot of people, but these athletes. So there's a lot of people that are like, hey, we'll help you with this, we'll help you with this, we'll help you with this, we'll help you with this. We got agencies on top of agencies all of a sudden for a lot of these student athletes. Yeah. And my first thought, and I put the tweet out as soon as I had heard about this, was I'm going to make a for the brand team, was my first thought. But then I started thinking about it actually, and how So how's this going to work? So if you were to become an agency, you got to represent these people, you got to sell these people, you got to make deals for these people, you got to tell them what to do, you got to do everything like that. What happens if this doesn't work out or anything like that? Like for me, I am not talented enough to figure that all out. I think there are people that'll do well by these athletes, and there's numerous. I saw Barstool signed a lot of people. They are, they're the people that are laying blueprints in this digital marketing business. I don't know how it's going to work out there, but I think if anybody can succeed, it's them. I think there's other people that'll be able to figure it out. But for me, I don't think I can figure it out, but I think I've gotten around it. I think I am gonna participate in the NIL.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I am gonna, but I'm gonna be. We're going to be Santa Claus in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We're going to be Santa Claus in the game whenever we show up. Happiness is here. Okay, it's not going to be like doctors or anything like that. Whenever you only go in when something bad, or a dentist when something bad. Yeah. We are showing up whenever. I think this is just a very complicated game that's only getting even more crazier whenever you see like Hersey, Master P's kid, sign a $2 million deal to a company that none of us have heard about.
Nope.
Okay, none of us have absolutely heard about Web Apps America. But Hersey Miller, son of Percy Miller, Master P, gets a $2 million deal the day it happens for this tech company. We can assume that this tech company just wants to go all in. Okay, this is stuff that happens. In this venture capitalist world that we're in, there's a lot of money that gets dumped into companies that are startups. 90% of that money goes into marketing, 10% of it goes into the actual product. If it catches on, okay, then we'll have to start paying and creating everything, but let's just see, and if it doesn't, we'll just move along. Or maybe, just maybe, there's a chance that somebody could see this type of thing happen, never knew that the company existed, and other schools can just start a company real quick, get a booster to fund some money and say, hey, you're going to be our lead spokesman for this company, whogivesafuck.com, and you're going to be our, and that's, see, this is what happens though. Everything happens, and then there's an abuse that happens, and then it gets crazy, but as long as guys are making money, that's all I really give a fuck about.